Sterling Heights is well known for being a premier, full-service municipality with low taxes and efficient public services. It just so happens to be one of the largest cities in the state. That may be hard to believe because Sterling Heights has such an intimate feel to it. That's due in large part to the well-planned and extensive park system. Most residents live within 1 mile of a neighborhood park. Escape to nature in this 36 square mile city for most is just walking distance away. It's our parks that set us apart from other communities. As the city gets ready to celebrate its 50th year, city leaders and administrators have been planning for the next phase of the city's life cycle. To sustain the level of vitality and avoid the decline that can happen as municipalities mature, the city has created the Visioning 2030 plan to create a strong future for Sterling Heights. Parks, being a cornerstone of our community, will play a large role in this evaluation. Residents will be asked to decide if the current amenities being offered by our Parks and Recreation Department meet the needs of this major Michigan community and what can be done to bring our neighborhood parks back up into tip-top shape. Sterling Heights is looking at recreating recreation.
Well, Sterling Heights has spent a lot of years, decades really, 50 years, focusing on programs in the city, and we've done a tremendous job with that. But now we're looking to kind of parlay what we've done over the past 50 years and take it to another level by bringing the Recreating Recreation proposal to light, which is a focus on facilities and places for our residents to enjoy on a daily basis.
The facility behind me has served this community for over 40 years, and it was well designed for what it was originally intended as, a senior center. However, it currently functions as our community's recreation center, where our Parks and Rec staff has to work diligently every day to transform the inside space for the variety of classes and programs it hosts. And these programs and classes are growing more cramped every year. It's a good problem to have. These classes are so popular, but we need a more practical space to host them. This 13,000 square foot facility works out to be less than 1/10 a square foot per resident.
We're busting at the seams. There's many nights where people are actually stepping over people that are waiting in the hallway for other classes to happen, and that's just not right for our community. Currently we do have classes taking place at the library because with the parking issues on special event days, we just don't have enough space between our building and parking lots to manage hosting classes here at the Recreation Center.
That's why the centerpiece of the Recreating Recreation proposal is a 122,000 square foot community center.
The new community center would truly be what it is called as a community center. It's a resource for multiple sects of our community. Inside we'd have gymnasiums, an indoor walking track, we'd have dedicated dance and fitness rooms, room for our parent talk class, also a teen room for a population that's traditionally underserved. Also exciting is a community room that we'd have for use of our public as well as to host our major events that we have, such as the cultural exchange or the Veterans Day ceremony as well.
While the facility would be placed just across the road, the current property around the Recreation Center would see some changes to better serve our vibrant and diverse community. Among the amenities, young families might take advantage of the splash park on a hot summer afternoon.
It's an amenity that people are looking for to enhance their time already in Dodge Park. People are already coming up to picnic, they're already coming up for parties, they're coming up for our special events. This would be a value-added amenity in our park. A splash park is a great solution for an aquatics issue. We don't have a true aquatic solution in our city, and it's a great way to provide a refreshing aquatics option because it doesn't require lifeguards and doesn't require the upkeep like a traditional pool would.
Another element of the project would ensure that events, such as our popular farmers market, are protected from Michigan's ever-changing weather conditions.
We had over 40,000 people come through the market last year. This year has taken on a completely new form. We have vendors. We're sold out for vendors most weeks. We need shelter both for our vendors and for our participants that come through.
The pavilion would also serve as a location for wintertime activities. Over the years, Parks and Recreation has tried to flood this area to create an ice rink for its residents with very little luck. Now, a refrigerated ice rink would be placed underneath the pavilion, guaranteeing families an afternoon of winter fun. Another opportunity offered by our Parks and Recreation that would benefit from the initiative is at the Senior Center.
The bocce ball courts are a great activity for our senior population. You know, it's a low impact activity. It still provides the opportunities for our seniors to get out and do something. The issue that we have is where the bocce ball courts are located is right at the edge of a wooded area. Of course, it brings out mosquitoes. It's very hot, which is a concern for seniors during the summer months. We want to make sure that they're not out and exposed to excessive heat. So wanted to provide this opportunity to enclose the bocce ball courts, also enhance the courts that they're playing on, so it's a more enjoyable playing experience, climate controlled, covered space, bug free. The nice part too is when not in use by the senior population, it could be a great facility for the public to use as well. Also included in our senior center plans is to repurpose one of the rooms that we have into a modest workout room with low impact fitness equipment. As the senior demographic changes, that is something that people are looking for. It again helps keep our seniors aging in place so that they can stay in Sterling Heights and remain Sterling Heights residents and remain mobile and healthy, and that's an important piece of what we're trying to do at the Senior Center.
A group that's often forgotten when it comes to planning recreational opportunities has not been left out of the Recreating Recreation Initiative. If built here, a skate park between the courthouse and the library would offer teens a safe and positive way to spend their free time.
Teens don't recreate the same way that the rest of the population recreates. They're not looking for structured programs. They want to be able to enjoy activities at their leisure, at their own pace. So facilities like a skate park provides that opportunity. Skate park, again, gives teenage population or anybody looking to enjoy extreme sports a great place to do that at, instead of on the steps of city buildings or schools or storefronts. It gives a dedicated place for that.
While the city center benefits from all of these improvements, the proposal calls for attention to be paid beyond the corner of Dodge Park and Utica.
Yeah, the Nature Center, kind of like the Senior Center, is scheduled to get some neat improvements. The Nature Center is really a gem in our city. Not too many cities or municipalities operate a Nature Center, so first and foremost, we're really pleased to be able to offer that to our residents. And now we want to take it a step further and work with some of the newest trends that are happening in the nature world. So one is a pavilion that'll help us to achieve our goals in providing great programs and services to our residents. They'll be used for special events, one-day programs, our birthday parties. We host hundreds of school field trips on a yearly basis, and having that pavilion will help us to do that. The Canoe and Kayak Library is something that's kind of new to the scene. The Clinton River starts in Oakland County and goes all the way to Lake St. Clair. Sterling Heights has probably the most family-friendly section of the Clinton River running right through it. So we want to utilize that. We've already put in one paddle landing spot. We have multiple other paddle landing spots that are kind of part of our plan, as well as we work through the EPA grant that we're currently working through and making the river passable. We need to now provide recreational opportunities to our residents to utilize that asset.
Residents will also find that the Recreating Recreation Initiative likely has plans for the neighborhood park nearest them.
Yeah, our parks are, anywhere from 40 to 50 years old, and they are tired and they're in need of some work. And we've recently found by redoing parks like Beaver Creek that it's created a great place for the residents to go to. People come to parks for many reasons, whether it's to be active using a trail system, or maybe it's just to go to a peaceful, quiet spot to take some time away from work or their everyday life. But the parks are our direct outreach to our residents. You don't have to travel much more than a mile in any part of the city to get to a park or even a school facility that has playground equipment or some park facilities. But we need our parks to be usable. We need them to be functional. And right now they are currently not. They are aging, and there's a number of amenities in our park system that are no longer functional. We want to make sure that our parks are safe. We want to make sure that our parks are vibrant. We want to make sure that our parks are usable and functional so that people will want to go to them. Parks have a lot of benefits. Of course, the health and wellness benefits, but there's plenty of other benefits that parks can bring. And by us being able to perform improvements in 26 out of our 30-plus parks, that's a huge investment in the city that's well worthwhile, which will pay off great dividends to all of our residents. Recreating Recreation, it's an initiative that we've put together really with our residents at heart. We spent years providing great services, for our residents. You look at the police, the fire services, our DPW, probably second to none. I would say second to none with any community. Where we've lacked is recreational facilities. We've spent decades really providing great programs, low cost, high quality programs to our residents, and our residents are asking for more now. We want to make Sterling Heights a desirable place for our community members that currently live here. We want to make Sterling Heights a desirable place for people that are looking for a place to live. We have a great city. We're a very large city. We have the ability to be a location that people from all over the region will want to visit, whether it's on a one-time daily basis or whether it's where they want to locate for the rest of their lives.